We are now only 100 subscribers away from 1 million subscribers to my channel. Okay, so, we're close. So I wanted to make a video about YouTube. This cool place where anyone can essentially upload videos and become an overnight success. I mean, you really don't have to be too talented to get far on YouTube.
Hey, Illy Beast here. I bought a 20-year-old bottle of Crystal Pepsi. That was fucking awesome, dude.
So I wanted to make this video about YouTube because, well, I'm on YouTube and I really enjoy YouTube. I kind of grew up with it, I've learned a lot of things through it, and I've probably laughed to myself way too many times and spent way too many hours watching videos when I should have been doing homework in school. But now I live in a world where YouTube could essentially become my full-time job. How about that? But that wouldn't be possible, the haters will say. You're too late. There's too many people on YouTube, like this guy and that guy and this girl over here. Oh, and did I mention this channel is also here on YouTube? And I will agree with you 100%. There are so many YouTube channels out there and the competition is getting more and more challenging to stand out. Is it even worth it? But the real question here is, have you missed the boat? If you've ever wanted to create a YouTube channel, let's talk about it right now. I'll be honest, not every single person that I've talked to about making YouTube videos has been in full support mode of it. Many people will actually tell you that it's too late to join YouTube, that it's oversaturated and you won't stand out. But let's do a reality check. Those people don't have a fucking clue what they're talking about. Instead of us just going off of shitty opinions, why don't we take a look at the data, which says the number of YouTube channels earning six-figure per year incomes on YouTube is up by 50% year over year. The number of advertisers running video ads on YouTube is making more than 40% year over year. Oh, and for the top 100 advertisers, the average spend per advertiser is up more than 60% year over year. What does this all mean? That means that YouTube is growing day to day, year to year. More and more YouTubers out there, but more and more of an audience is out there. Let's continue on this note by looking at another piece of research. One of my favorite authors, Peter Diamandis, who actually is the CEO of the X Prize Foundation. Not only did he speak at my company's conference, but he also wrote a book that is one of my best reads. It's called Abundance, The Future is Brighter Than You Think. And the book itself will totally change your outlook on life, and heck, now it's even changed my outlook on YouTube. I'll put a link to the book in the description, so if you wanted it, look no further. But the article he wrote is even more interesting. As a matter of fact, he talks about how the world is going to continue to change. So the article is called The Rising Billion, New Consumers Will Arrive by 2020. And he actually opens it with this: the most dramatic positive change in our global economy is about to occur between 2016 and 2020. YouTube really is only connected to the wealthiest parts of America. And for the YouTube population, only about 20% of it comes from the US. 4 billion people still don't have access to the internet. And here's the most interesting part. By 2020, Peter expects that the entire world will be connected. Peter's actually done a lot of fascinating work on understanding what's actually happening within the global economy, and as far as innovation and technology is concerned, I would consider him an expert within that field. So not only is YouTube growing at an incredibly fast pace, but the amount of users that can be on YouTube at once don't even have access yet because of wealth limitations. So it's going to continue to grow forever. As long as YouTube is a platform, video watch time will continue to increase year over year from the amount of people that gain access to it. And invariably people will say to me, but Mark, there are too many YouTubers out there. There are not enough people left. There's no room to grow. All the other famous YouTubers are just going to suck up all the new people that are going to watch. And to that I say, really? 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 This is the top talent YouTube has to bring? They were just the first movers. That's it. It doesn't take a whole lot of talent to get popular on YouTube yet. We have all these examples, and these people are all doing it. So, can you beat them? Can you be better than them? Can you create something more interesting than them? I can guarantee you the answer is yes. I mean, I've created a YouTube channel, and I'm not even that talented or special, but you know what? I post different content that people aren't used to seeing, and you know, I'm starting to get some subscribers off of it, so people enjoy my content. And I'm really not even trying that hard. Using the excuse that YouTube just has too many YouTubers out there is like saying that there's too many websites out there for you to build another website. That doesn't make any sense at all. If you're a business and you have something of value to deliver to people, you should build a website. See, as long as there are consumers out there, there will always be a need for business. And as long as there's an audience out there, there will always be a need for information and entertainment. And so if you could bring those to YouTube and put your own interesting spin on it, who knows? Make no mistake, there will always be competition. There will always be a person trying to compete for that top spot, whether it's in business or if it's on YouTube or a sport or in the Special Olympics. More and more people are gaining access to the internet, and the audience continues to grow each and every year. So I want to leave you with something interesting to think about that I read that I thought was really inspiring. So I read something in an interesting book called The Science of Getting Rich. Why would I read that? I don't know. So in the book, the author actually has a really interesting concept, which is be a creator and not a competitor. And honestly, that concept has really brought a lot of peace within my life, because when I was starting YouTube, at first I thought, oh, what a waste of time. There's no way I'm going to get popular doing this. And I honestly didn't even want it to become big, but I did want to get some attention for it. It took some work, so I wanted to, actually see people view it so I can have some responses. I don't know if my work's any good if people don't comment or share it or like it or tell me about it. So, if it's just me watching the same video over and over again, I'm going off on a rant. So the concept, right? So what were we talking about again? All right, the concept. Oh yeah, as a rule, you don't focus on competition. You focus on creating value. If you create value, you don't have to worry about the competition, because the more you're focused on that value creation, people are going to start approaching you anyways. And if you have to sit there and worry about, okay, I need to get better at competing against these other people, especially in YouTube, because there's so many people that could be considered competing, no one's really competing. You're competing for attention, but at the end of the day, if you're putting out good content, people are going to find you organically. If you know how to rank it, if you know how to do those other little things in there, people are going to find you regardless. So I learned to focus on the creation part, and as a result, I'm creating more videos. Otherwise, I would be sitting there trying to compete with the PewDiePies of the world and just say, man, this isn't for me. They're better than me. They got the head start. It's over. So don't try to compete with the big dogs. Be unique. Be different.
I always wanted to be different.
Don't spend so much time worrying about, is it the right time? Am I too late? Just worry about creating something that people would enjoy, that people are going to like. Because as soon as you forget about creating, you start focusing on competition and you stop creating. So at the end of the day, it all comes down to one key insight that can only be summed up by this one video.
Do it! Just do it! Yesterday, you said tomorrow. So just do it! Make your dreams come true! Just do it!
So that's really what it came down to. And I really enjoy making videos. Once I started doing it, I realized I put a lot of time into them, and I really enjoy making them. I'd go up all through the hours of the night, and I used to only stay up at night to go out late for partying and doing things that I probably shouldn't have been doing late at night anyways. I think the only productive thing I ever did as a kid that late at night was stay up at GameStop, waiting for the Halo 2 release. I f***ed shit up on that game. You don't want to play me one-on-one in Halo 2. So I think what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to keep making videos. What am I going to make videos about? I don't know. I'll probably make some about games. I'll probably make some about making money. I'll make some about being healthy. And I'll probably make some inspiring stuff too. You see what I did there? You see what I did there? And for those of you guys who are also looking to start a YouTube channel, if you're new and you just found me, consider subscribing. Love to have you a part of the community. And also, if you like the camera that I'm filming on, it's actually pretty darn cheap. I've actually owned it for like 3 years now. Never ended up using it until I started doing these videos. But obviously the picture quality is pretty great. The light that I'm using is actually the light from my cell phone, isn't that? Oh God, I need a job. Oh, they discontinued it. Well, I'm just kidding. I'm sorry. I lied. It doesn't look like I'm going to be able to give you the camera because they're not selling it anymore. But it was a great value for my money. I spent like 150 bucks on it, so we're not talking about a huge chunk of change to get a video camera. And then the light is just makeshift from my phone. I mean, gosh, I'm like in a trailer park right now. Anyways, I'll find some links to some other good cameras and I'll post them all down below, so if you want to do some shopping around. And as always, consider writing a comment below. I love to be able to engage with you guys. I love getting new ideas, so if you have something that you want to provide as far as feedback, or if you just want to give me an idea and you'd love to see me make a video about it, then that, my friends, I am happy to do.